We love him. Give it up for the very funny Joe Lavelle.
Whoa, major stage.
Oh,
my
no.
God, somebody, we need some union guys out of here. What the hell?
Chrissy, I've done dark shows before on punk rock.
Carry on.
I am sufficiently punk rock. I don't know about the other comics coming up later, but I can rock the dark, seedy club. You guys ready for a dark, seedy set? Should I do my dark set? I think it's kind of, you guys got great seats over there because you can kind of lean on the bar and look forward to see the show rather than kind of have, nothing in front of you to sit on. But if you're on this side of the bar, you can better appreciate that Christy McHugh has got a rockin' bod. Any fans of rockin' bods in the house?
Woo!
I'm glad to be here. I've got some friends in the face. Some of you I don't know. I'm meeting some people for the first time. But I think we all have a friend in common. Of course, I'm speaking of our friend Jesus. Although I know it's been a while since he's heard from some of you. Fortunately, I spoke to him recently and he gave me this message to share with you tonight. Jesus said he loves you, but he was drinking at the time. We've all gotten drunk and said things we don't mean. And he won't recall a word he said in the morning when he kicks you out of bed. Jesus said he loves you, but he was drinking at the time. Jesus said he loves you, but let's not be naive. You're not the first and you ain't gonna be the last. It's not like he's never said it before. He's got the same tired line for all of his whores. Jesus said he loves you, but let's not be naive. Jesus said he loves you, but take it for what it's worth. Jesus said he loves you on the very first date. Doesn't that seem a little bit premature? Let's keep things in perspective. After all, he's the Son of God. Do you really think he'd be that needy and insecure? Jesus said he loves you, but not in that way. He'd like to make it clear that's just not what he's into. Sure, there was that summer between sophomore and junior year, but we all experiment in college, that doesn't make him queer. Jesus said he loves you, but not in that way. Jesus said he loves you, but take it for what it's worth. It's more like how a rock star loves a fan. It's easy to feel love when you're showered with constant praise and anonymous blowjobs from groupies in the van. Jesus said he loves you, but not as much as he loves me. I'll put in a good word for you if it doesn't slip my mind. But these days my memory isn't so great, so slide a reminder to the collection plate. Jesus said he loves you, but not as much as he loves me. Jesus said he loves you, but he was drinking at the time. We've all gotten drunk and said things we don't mean. And he won't recall a word he said in the morning when he kicks you out of bed. Jesus said he loves you, but he was drinking at the time. I'm not going to lie to you folks. I've broken some hearts. I have loved and left. I've made some women cry. But it's not my fault, you see, I'm always just misunderstood. You thought I agreed that this was true love, and I wanted the relatives throwing rice. But when I said I'd never meet another girl like you, I meant I don't make the same mistakes twice. Well, I guess I made you feel attractive, so now I feel like a jerk. 'Cause when I told you I thought you were striking, I meant you looked like you were out of work. And I know I said things that hurt you, but nothing I hope you can't forgive. We played games, but games can go too far, especially when you know where I live. So I guess I said things that were misunderstood, and that's how this whole mess started. But when I told you I thought you were special, I thought that you were retarded. So, does anyone like to get laid? Because, kind of focused on a niche market, and it's working out well for me. Art students, if you know exactly what to say, it's really easy to get them into bed. So this will be a little something for the guys. This is an instructional. Don't encroach on my turf, though. I don't want to be losing all the art student hang to, but spread out. Don't all surround the same college campus. But this is a good instructional. This will work for you. Hey sugar, you're pretty as a pumpkin with those cheery arms, chubby cheeks. You know I come to this park pretty often, and I've noticed you here for the past couple weeks. If you don't mind me asking, what's the fascination? Why you always sketching antiques? You say that you're an artist and you've come to the big city to master your techniques. Well, I'm quite creative myself and I admire your ambition. So come back to my apartment for a private exhibition. Draw me nude, draw me nude, draw me nude. Hope it's not presumptuous of me to ask that you'd draw me nude, draw me nude, draw me nude. Capture my pink in pen and ink. I know it's not often offered that a stranger wants to show you his gear, but we needn't pay attention to social convention. It's an artist's job to pioneer. Someone so young with such potential needs a guide who's got credentials, and I'm happy to volunteer. When I get to undressing, consider it a lesson from a mentor who you'll come to revere. You'll never find true art through academic conjecture. Put your hands upon my body, get a feel for the texture. Draw me nude, draw me nude, draw me nude. Study me in all of my pulchritude. Draw me nude, draw me nude, draw me nude. Don't discount it until you mount it. I've done enough self-portraits. Now it's your chance to draft my fore and aft. Hey sugar, you know hey sugar, that undergrad naivete. You've got insatiable yearning for discovery and learning. Won't you trust in me to show you the way? If I seem eagerly disposed to dispense with all my clothes, please don't let it cause you dismay. You needn't be frightened, I know you'll feel enlightened as I place my glory on display. We can expand your curriculum by adding an elective. Try to wrap your head around my 3-point perspective. Draw me nude, draw me nude, draw me nude. Make it tasteful or make it lewd, but draw me nude, draw me nude, draw me nude, draw me nude. I think I have to see if I have any songs that don't have any P's in them. I have to start writing songs that way. That's got too many P's. Change the song. So it's on the promenade. There's another P. It's on the promenade, and this guy, a gentleman dressed in a suit, and he had a clipboard with some flyers, and he had a little jar with a slot on the top of it, and he comes up to me and he says, "Hi, would you like to feed some hungry kids for Halloween?" And I'm thinking to myself, I remember when we didn't have to feed hungry kids until Christmas, or like at the earliest Thanksgiving. And now I figure if kids are hungry on Halloween, they can do what I did, put on a fucking mask and, pound some pavement. But it's just a sign of how everybody wants to move the holidays up earlier and earlier. And I figure if we're allowed to feed hungry kids this early, then I'm allowed to do my holiday song this early. I'm gonna leave you all the first performance of my holiday song this year. And I hope it finds a special place in your hearts. I'm going home for the holidays. We're going to bust Mom out of jail. She was classified as a flight risk, so the bastards denied her bail. Well, it wasn't even much of an infraction, so my siblings and I are gonna take action. I'm going home for the holidays. We're gonna bust Mom out of jail. Mom leads a quiet life. She likes to tend to her garden. She's no trouble, she just minds her business. But when the cops came to take her, they said a quarter of an acre is too much for medicinal purposes. It's just a minor indiscretion, far as I can tell, but the judge said possession with intent to sell. So I'm going home for the holidays. We're gonna free Mom from her cell. I'm going home for the holidays. We're gonna fly Mom from the pen, just like we did 2 years ago and last year did again. Well, the bitch probably got just what she had coming, but the jingle bells are ringing and the drummer boy's drumming. So I'm going home for the holidays. We're gonna fly Mom from the pen. Now, once we've got Mom home and safe, we're gonna find out who snitched. If it was that pimple-faced jackoff from the junior high school, we'll leave the fucker in a ditch. Been so long since my siblings and I did anything as a family, no doubt. But isn't that what the holidays are all about? I'm going home for the holidays. We're gonna get Mom out. I'm going home for the holidays. We're gonna spring Mom from the joint. We never celebrate Christmas in the traditional sense, but this year that isn't the point. Leave the Santa Claus to the shopping malls, and the little baby Jesus can lick my balls. I'm going home for the holidays. We're gonna spring Mom from the joint. I'm going home for the holidays. We're gonna bust Mom out of jail. She was classified as a flight risk, so the bastards denied her bail. Yeah, the bitch probably got just what she had coming, but the jingle bells are ringing and the drummer boy's drumming. So I'm going home for the holidays. We're gonna bust Mom out of jail. Are you landing planes? You got a tough job. You're hosting a show and you gotta land planes at the same time. You're nowhere near the stage, so I couldn't have been a get off, otherwise you'd have been right out here. It's like, okay, good. Well, get up here and take the host mic, so we're all on the same page. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely and talented Christy McHugh.
Joe Lavelle, everybody!
Yeah.
Joe Lavelle, Joe Lavelle, Joe Lavelle.